Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. We have some more news today, as always, so let's get straight to it. The very first thing that I have for you guys are some images of the upcoming Rebor Zombie T-Rex Cannibal Corpse, and man, does this thing ever look as epic as it gets. When it comes to something that I never thought in a million years I would one day own, it would probably be a Jurassic Park style Tyrannosaurus in zombie form, but Rebor absolutely knocked this out of the park. The sculpt, of course, looks great, definitely looks like Rexy, the JP Rex, but the gore and everything all over it is insane. I can't even imagine how long it probably takes the factory to paint this, but I can tell you one thing, I am all in when it comes to this release. This is definitely something I will be picking up the moment it releases. And then as far as Syrett Tech and Rod's random work goes, the Paddock Goat will go on sale tomorrow, Thursday, November 2nd at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Etsy shop of Syrett Tech. There is only a very limited quantity available, so if you were interested in grabbing this goat, I highly recommend doing so, again, right away when it does go up for sale. A lot of the time, Syrett Tech's items sell out within minutes of going live, so if it's something you'd like to get in your collection, definitely get ready for that launch time again tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also wanted to show you something that's really cool that I recently stumbled upon on Facebook. It appears as though Jed Taylor Artist, who is the name of the person on Facebook, is selling a very cool hand-painted limited edition version of a Velociraptor, and I think he actually has plans of releasing numerous raptor models, but this honestly might be one of the most gorgeous Velociraptors I've ever seen. Such really nicely sculpted plumage and very nice naturalistic coloration, and again, just overall is one of the most majestic looking Velociraptors that I think exists currently. So if this is something you might be interested in, I will include a link in the description to the Facebook site of Jed Taylor Artist, to where you can, again, contact them to inquire further about purchasing one of these amazing Velociraptors. And then as far as Haolonggood goes, they have officially unveiled their Dilophosaurus, and it's absolutely awesome. And in fact, there's actually a pair of Dilophosaurus doing things a little differently than they've done in the past. You can see we've got a standing and a crouching version. However, they are releasing these in two different paint variants. So you'll basically have 4 Dilophosaurus all together, 2 crouching, 2 standing. Again, you've got 1 standing and crouching in the same pack, and they look fantastic. Really nice sculpt as always. Really nice paint job. Very similar to the Dinosaurius Sideshow Dilophosaurus, which is an insanely hard model to get a hold of. So this is, again, a definite pickup for me. I'm absolutely going to be adding this Dilophosaurus. In fact, both of these sets of Dilophosaurus to my collection. And if you are interested in picking some up for yourself, make sure you check out the listing that I will include in the description to Lana Time Shop, where you can head on over there and grab yourself a pair. I also wanted to let you guys know that the Gorgo statue from Titanic Creations is officially up for pre-order, and I believe that's going to be about a limited edition, totally of about 500. Depending on how many they order, depends on what you get, because I think they have plans of potentially adding like a glow-in-the-dark head and a baby Gorgo to the statue, but you can pre-order it right now. Again, the pre-orders, I believe, will be live until the end of November, but it doesn't hurt to get your pre-order in as soon as possible if you would like to add that Gorgo to your collection, because it looks incredible, and it's very few and far between when we actually get Gorgo models. Also, as far as Passion Charger goes, we have a little sneak peek of what's coming next from them. He had recently shared this image on his Facebook page, which kind of shows us again what the direction is that he'll be heading next. Seems to be moving back to the Ceratopsians, which they've released quite a few of already in the past. So I'll definitely be looking forward to seeing more of this as he progresses with it. Also, as far as Dino Dream, they have shown off this image, which again shows a different version of a Lost World Jurassic Park Velociraptor. I'm still unsure if he's just kind of in the, like feeling out phase as far as which one he wants to go with, or if he is actually going to release each and every one of these different models. I'm really keeping my fingers crossed that he actually releases all of them, because they all look great, but no word for sure quite yet if that's the case. So we'll just have to keep our eyes and ears peeled, I guess, for more information as he progresses. Also, as far as the Cyberzoic Kickstarter goes, I wanted to let you guys know that the Carnotaurus is officially available as far as an add-on. They did hit that goal, I think, last night, so you can now officially add the Carnotaurus. We're almost at the end of the entire Kickstarter. In fact, we actually have just about 1 day to go, like 25, 26 hours, depending on when this video is actually uploaded. So if you were intending on taking part in that Kickstarter and hoping to get, again, all of the tiers unlocked, make sure you check out that Kickstarter, because now is the final chance, honestly, to get, more funding onto this before it hits the backer kit, of course. But we want to try to get everything backed before the finished Kickstarter. So if you are interested in grabbing that Carnotaurus along with any of the other models that I've been promoting over the last month since this Kickstarter has begun, make sure you check the link that I will include in the description to the Kickstarter for the Cyberzoic line, and again, get your pledges in as soon as possible. And then the final things that I have for you guys is from Mattel. So a massive thank you goes out to both Collect Jurassic as well as JoeMick42 on Instagram for these images and information. But the very first thing that I want to show you guys is actually a very interesting release. I don't know that it's one that I'm really all that excited about, but this was actually also broken by Jurassic Toys Official, I believe, on Instagram. But it appears as though we're going to be getting a Velociraptor Blue and Dimetrodon set. This is part of the Epic Evolution line. I don't know if either figure is actually a new one or if it's just repacks. I really don't know because it's hard to tell with the glare, but definitely an interesting release, not something, again, that I'm particularly excited about. But there are some other sets that have just been revealed that I am, in fact, quite excited about, like this one, as we have the Isla Sorna Expedition Pack. So you can very clearly see that we've got ourselves an InGen vehicle, as well as, of course, a Velociraptor. We also have some compies included in this set. But most exciting of all, we have a Dieter Stark figure. And man, is that awesome. Like, I'm beyond excited to actually see more Lost World characters getting love, and of course, just generally more Legacy Collection releases coming. I think this one is definitely a set, even though it's, another Velociraptor, it's definitely a set I'll be picking up. And speaking of Velociraptors, as well as the Legacy Collection, not only does Dieter Stark get a figure, but we also have a Barry figure coming. Again, Barry from Jurassic World and, of course, Jurassic World Dominion. He will be getting a release with an ATV and, yes, you guessed it, another Velociraptor. At least it's a new, I guess repaint at least, so it's not like a repack, but another figure, again, that I'm very excited about. Very excited in general about the fact that we're getting some human figures that we probably, at least I would think most people have been wanting, and we haven't had up until now. And speaking of human characters that will be getting a release, yep, Dr. Wu is coming. It appears as though Mattel Creations will be releasing a Hammond Collection Jurassic Park Dr. Wu and Lab set as part of their NYCC items. I believe next week it will go up for pre-order on November 9th at 9 o'clock a.m. So if you are interested in grabbing a hold of that one and adding it to your collection, like I know I certainly am, make sure you head on over to Mattel Creations on November 9th. No images have been unveiled for it quite yet, but still, again, very exciting to finally get a Dr. Wu. We also have a look, our very first real look, at the Bike Club, as we have the Triceratops, and I will say they're pretty much as goofy as I expected them to be. I hope the price tag isn't too high on them, because I would like to collect them, but they're also not something that I'm beyond excited about, so if the price tag is a bit higher, it may kind of turn me away from them, but if it's a reasonable price tag, I would like to add these to my collection. We can also see that we've got some fecal matter here from our Triceratops as well, which is a pretty funny accessory to the figure, but he looks kind of cool. And on top of all of that, we actually have some figures that I'm half really excited about, but half kind of wondering about, because we have new Epic Attack figures coming. However, that's kind of weird because, we don't really get the Epic Attack line here much from Mattel. The first few figures we did, and then since then they've completely neglected it, and in fact there was supposed to be an Atrociraptor and Dimetrodon coming in this line that has yet to see the light of day, but it appears as though we will be getting, or potentially be getting a Baryonyx in the Epic Attack line. You can see the Baryonyx actually looks pretty darn cool. Not the greatest tail length on it, but it's a pretty fun paint job and definitely a newly sculpted figure. On top of that, we are also going to get a Herrerasaurus, which is really random, and unfortunately it looks like it might be closer resembling the older version of the Herrerasaurus, sort of, rather than the newer one. Looks like the head sculpt might be the newer one. I don't know, it's hard to tell. The body kind of has like that awkward look to it like the older one did, but a very interesting choice that, again, I won't be holding my breath for actually releasing here, since they're, Walmart specifically has been so bad at stocking the Epic Attack line. And the final one is an Epic Attack Pyroraptor, and I am actually pretty excited about this one because I do enjoy the Epic Attack line, and I think a larger Pyroraptor like this could be fun. And I don't know if it's just me, but it looks like maybe we have a little bit more feathers there on the arm. Not quite what we need, but kind of looks like maybe a little bit more. Regardless, again, if these actually do head to, Walmarts and stuff and wherever they sell Epic Attack figures in your country, I'm definitely excited to pick them up. I just hope it's not an absolute pain in the butt trying to get a hold of them. So as of right now, guys, that's all the news I've got. When more comes out, I'll be sure to send it your way. But until then, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.